Jeremy Biggers, the brand is Stem and Thorn. The brand is essentially, everybody sees a rose, everybody respects a rose as being the beautiful part of what makes up the flower. But I'm kind of challenging that idea with this. Without the stem, you wouldn't get the nutrients to that flower. Without the thorn, you wouldn't necessarily have protection from any potential predators. So I want to shed a little light on the creative process and say that without the back-end work, you would never see the actual physical finished product. So that's what this brand is about, and trying to challenge people to perfect their craft. With the clothing brands, with everything else, I pay attention, I do my research, I do everything I can to figure out what everybody else is doing and figure out how can I do it better than they are. As far as the brand, the goal of my brand is to challenge the other creatives around me to perfect their craft, to create a better world in general. I mean, I really believe that's how it has to be done. You can't try to change a whole culture as a culture. You have to change people individually, and people then are what make up the culture. I want everybody that's doing anything creatively, whether it's art, whether it's music, whether it's poetry, acting, videography, whatever it may be creatively, I want people to know the history of what came before them, know what's going on around them currently in their city as well as outside of their city, and then figure out how to progress that forward. I really see the brand being a t-shirt brand primarily, but at the same time it will be so much more than a t-shirt brand. I know that sounds very cliche, everybody says that, but for me, t-shirts aren't the forefront of what I'm doing. T-shirts are just a byproduct of what I'm doing. What I'm trying to do is, like I said, just progress the art culture. So whether that's paintings, photography books, like whatever it is, like I said, I want people to know where they came from, where they are, and where they're going. I don't want to sound cocky, but I really like the growth that the city has seen. I feel like there have been innovators, or the originators, I should say, that built the culture or introduced the culture to the city of Dallas. There's too many to name of people that pretty much set the groundwork for all the younger generation. A lot of other people younger than us that came in after us that pretty much have told us, like, yo, I really like what y'all are doing. I really appreciate what y'all are doing. Y'all are doing it the right way. It inspired me to build my own brand. A lot of people are inspired when they see other people doing it, what they feel to be correctly. So like I said, I appreciate the growth that the city has seen. I think it is definitely necessary. It's definitely going to be a situation that was going to happen anyway, just because with anything, there's growth. Like, it happens, people inspire people who inspire people, and it just keeps growing exponentially. A lot of people, they kind of hate the fact that it's getting so saturated and everybody has a brand now. Everybody's doing something with fashion now. Or they see how seemingly easy it is, quote unquote, to build a brand. And so I like the fact that stuff is growing, but I also like to see that people are going through growing pains and seeing that this isn't as easy as I may have thought it was. Which, like I said, it can be said for music here locally, it can be said for t-shirt brands, it can be said for artwork. I want everything that comes out of the city to look like it can be done on a grand scale, on a national, international scale. So when people see that, I want them to be like, man, they came out of Dallas? Like, really? So there's so many talented people in the city across the spectrum of creativity that I really want, like I said, I want everybody to be as perfect and as great as they can possibly be, which is, like I said, going to take effort on the back end.